Hello everyone, welcome to Mock Bank. This is the second video in Modifiers series. Our first video ended with the explanation of the very first example that is written over here. It says that more beautiful than any human being, the explorer noticed the mermaid. Now, we intended to say that mermaid was more beautiful, but this sentence ended up saying that explorer was more beautiful than any human beings. Let us explain the second example over here. It says that wild and untamed, Jake entered the jungle. Wild and untamed. So, who exactly was wild and untamed? Was it Jake or was it jungle? This sentence intends to say that wild and untamed is being used for jungle, but in fact this is being used for Jake. So this is called misplaced modifiers. In misplaced modifiers, the modifier intends to modify something but does it for something else. In the second example, wild and untamed is intended for jungle, but it seems that it is being written for Jake. Let us try to read the third example. Morning in haunting voices, the house contained many ghosts. So, who is exactly is mourning in haunting voices? Is it house or ghosts? This for sure should be ghosts. But if you read this sentence, mourning in haunting voices is used for the house, not for the ghosts. That is how this is a classical case of misplaced modifiers. Now you have understood as to how to identify misplaced modifiers. So the second very obvious question should be how to correct it. That is what is the question that you get in sentence correction problems. So let us try to see that. How do I fix it? So I'm going to read this whole lot of thing. If you do not understand, we will try to explain this in the video, right? So it says that revise the sentence, taking care to put modifying words, phrases and clauses in a position that clearly identifies the head word and that does not awkwardly interrupt a sentence. If you have not understood it, no problem. We'll go ahead and we will solve those three examples. Let us see it. So the first example that we had taken was more beautiful than any human being. The explorer noticed the mermaid. Since this is a case of misplaced modifier, we should get it corrected because more beautiful than any human being is used for mermaid and not for explorer. Now let us do some jumbling and since this is used for mermaid, so let us try to put it closer to mermaid. Now what is this? The correct sentence is the explorer noticed the mermaid. Now we have written it first, this one. We have written it first. The explorer noticed the mermaid which was more beautiful than any human being. So we have added this which was now more beautiful than any human being has been put closer to the mermaid. That is what you have to take care of. In case of misplaced modifier, just try to put the modifier very closer to the noun or sentence it intends to modify. Let us see the second example. Wild and untamed, Jake entered the jungle. Since wild and untamed has been used for jungle, let us try to put this modifier closer to the jungle. How do we do that? Jake entered the jungle should be used first. This should be used first. So Jake entered the wild and untamed jungle. So the sentence will get started with Jake. Do we have the clarity? Now, in the second case, it is unambiguous that wild and untamed has been used not for Jake but for jungle. Right? Now let us see the third one. Mourning and haunting voices. The house contained many ghosts. Now this is used for ghosts, so we will try to put it closer to the ghosts. The house contained many ghosts that mourned in haunting voices. Now this is correct and this is wrong. Over here, mourning in haunting voices for sure is being used for ghosts, and that is how this is correct. I hope that you are getting it. So in these two videos we have understood the definition of a modifier. We also understood what is a misplaced modifier. We used 3 examples as well. And the next variety of modifiers, that is dangling modifier, is something that we will discuss in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.